Ladies and gentlemen, Anderson Silva versus Michael Bisping. Was a hell of a fight. Anderson Silva lost unanimously, and I'll say this, it's crazy unanimously. I thought it was a closer fight than that, but Michael Bisping was pressuring the action the whole time, always coming forward, not backing down. He did get rocked. He did get that weird third round where he gets flying kneed, and then Anderson Silva's on the top of the cage celebrating like, I won, and her being like, the fight's not over. I mean, necessarily, some referees would have stopped the fight and said the fight was done. But Anderson Silva was getting backed up against the cage the whole fight, and Michael Bisping kept landing jabs and punches and kicks. He did get him down and landed a lot of ground and pound. So I'm thinking the ground and pound helped Michael Bisping win this fight. But Michael Bisping was bloody, but not beaten, as they say. He was coming forward at all will. He was just coming forward and just doing what he does, landing punches. And like I said, he did get a kick to the face, the same kick that landed on Vitor Belfort that made Vitor get knocked out, rocked Michael Bisping, but Michael Bisping had the will to still bounce around and kick, punch, and land a bunch of decisive jabs. He was landing a lot of his jab, and I think that's what won the fight. But I'll say this, what is next for Michael Bisping? I don't know if it's necessarily a title fight, but the dude be the best mixed martial artist of all time. Yes, could he have beat the guy that was knocking out Rich Franklin back in the early 2000s? Probably not, but he beat Anderson Silva, and he did it in his home country, and he's never lost in England. So if you guys want to see the full fight, click the first link in the description box. It will be there either today or tomorrow, and it will take you to my MMA Underground Facebook page so you can see the full fight, so you can see exactly what happened. It was on your feet type of fight. You know, that whole bobbing and weaving and that clowning around, it didn't work with Bisping because he was clowning around and he would keep coming forward. And there was one point where he was standing on the cage with his hands down, and Michael Bisping walked into the center of the cage and put his hand down and goes, I'm not coming forward. I'm not playing your game. And that's what happened. People played his game too much, and he did the same thing he did to Stephen Bonner, tried to stay in the cage and stand there where Michael Bisping would throw shots. And that's when Michael Bisping walked in the back of the cage, walked out of the center of the cage, and was like, I ain't taking this shit. I'm not just going to stand here and let you just clown around. And that's what he was doing. When he was clowning around, he was landing a jab here, a little kick there. So Michael Bisping won the fight based on points. Is it the best way to win? No, but it's a way to win fights, because Michael Bisping is a good round winner. He's like a Frank Yeager. He doesn't devastatingly knock you out or submit you most of the time, but he wins by points. And there's nothing wrong with that, baby. It's just his fighting style. Some people might see it differently, say Michael Bisping lost because Michael Bisping got rocked in the third round, where they could have called the fight by the flying knee, and got the front face kick. They said Bisping was landing more of shots, but the more devastating, like violent shots were coming from Anderson Silva. And Anderson Silva was disappointed, saying, well, I won the fight, how'd I lose? But the reason why he lost is because he was always backed up against the cage. Michael Bisping was doing the octagon control and definitely landing more punches. Maybe they weren't devastating knockout punches, but they were like pitter-patter strikes that won him the fight. It's the same thing with Anderson Silva. He would have won that fight if it might have been somewhere else in the world or different judges, but he was landing just more devastating strikes. And Anderson Silva was doing that little bob and weave and dance and stuff that looks flashy, but didn't work in Bisping. I think Bisping, like he said, he wasn't scared when he got into the cage tonight, and that's what a lot of fighters were already beaten before they got in, because they seen what he was capable of doing, his head kicking, knocking people out, Muay Thai, plumbing people, just walking through and making it look like easy cakewalk. And he was like, I'm not having this. I'm coming in there to win. And that's what he did. He came in there to win, and Michael Bisping won. I don't know if this gives him a title fight or what to give him, but he definitely deserves a hell of a achievement. This is the biggest fight of his career. He won it, and I wonder what the UFC is going to think, because the UFC probably is like, well, Michael Bisping's going to lose, so we don't need him anymore. But no, man, this dude impressed me tonight. As always, I was going for Bisping. Man, every time I think a guy's going to win, I should be putting money on these fights. I could be rich.